So I figured I'd come on in here and do a quick live stream. Let's see. I'm actually preparing for hopefully an interview that is going to be done sometime today. So I write my questions down. All right. Let's see. All right, so I got all that done. So when somebody comes in, I'll tell y'all what's going on. Give y'all a little behind the scenes action. I do like to give y'all behind the scenes action. The ones of y'all that come to the stream. And let y'all know what's going on. What's up, Sherry John? Breakfast time? It's kind of lunchtime. Kind of lunch today. Hope you're doing good today. Hope you're having a good day. It is Friday. You know, that it is. What's up, Rodrigo? Rodrigo Joe, biscuits and lunch. No, Shireen. I had a little crackers and stuff. But it's all good, you know. But I'm hoping to do an interview this afternoon. I want y'all to know that. With the title of the interview is going to be The Godfather of Deliverymen. What I'm doing, I'm just taking a little break, you know. Yeah, it's going to be The Godfather of Deliverymen. That's going to be the title of the video. Or of the video I'm hoping to make. So, yeah, I'm hoping to do it this afternoon. It's gonna be with me and an old partner of mine. Yes, sir. I got a bunch of stuff I need to get rid of in here. I need to do a little cleaning up this weekend. What's up, Indra Cole Fonse? I have the goals if y'all want to participate in that. Okay, I got that right there. So it's looking more and more like this is gonna be a very quiet weekend. I'm gonna do some streams when I can. We're gonna talk about football but more than likely it's just gonna be a real quiet weekend, you know. I don't believe I'll be going to any football games. More or less just hanging out, and it's okay. Getting ready for, you know, for Thanksgiving and all. Sometimes you need to have quiet weekends. Or you just think and relax and stuff. Three people in here. I think I want some Chinese buffet tonight. That's what I got on my mind right now. A little Chinese buffet. Oh. I'm looking forward to a nice relaxing weekend. But I'm trying to get a little rest. If I can get a little rest, I'll be all right. Oh, that's what I'm hoping to do. What's up, Distrin? Biz Mark, is it Biz Markey? I don't know who Biz Marty is, but I do remember Biz Markey. He was back in the day, though. Oh, I've come 10 more minutes with y'all. Okay, no, I don't know him. I don't know him. One true drift king of Akron, Ohio. I can sure go for a good nap. Yep, I sure could. Almost dozed off right there. Let's go, man. Ready for the weekend, y'all. It's cloudy today and rain this morning. We hadn't had rain in a while, man. As I stepped outside today, we got some rain. Oh. I'm gonna write this down. I gotta get all my questions lined up. I mean, I just don't want to forget nothing. What's up, Big Jacob? This is gonna be a fun interview. I'm looking forward to this, you know. We're gonna call it the Godfather of Delivery Men. The Godfather of Delivery Men. The best delivery man I ever known. Hey, what's up, Jacob? Yeah, I won't be too long. I'm actually getting ready to do a test and set up my phone sideways and see how it looks with, you know, whatever. So I can do the interview. See if it has me and another person and how clearly we sound and all that. But it's almost the weekend for me. I got about an hour and a half. Yeah, I'm gonna do great. I've done interviews before. This is actually a very good friend of mine that has had a big impact on my life. Jacob's in a party hat. I like that one. So, you know, this man has had a very big impact on my life. He was always there for me. When I needed help or when I needed to learn something, I could always count on him. And I haven't even asked him yet. You know, I'm pretty sure that he'll do it. He'll do the interview for me. Oof. So basically what I'm going to do is introduce him. Well, tell me what you think, Jacob. Maybe you can help me right now real quick. This is what I have planned. I'm going to introduce him, talk a little bit about our history. Sorry about that. Someone's trying to call. I'm going to talk a little bit about our history, how long we worked together, and yeah, let's talk about what I remember when we worked together, how he was very passionate about his job, and how we always had each other's back, even though we didn't get along 100% of the time. We always respected each other. And then I'm gonna say, well, I got, you know, a couple of questions here that I have for you to interview you. And the first question is gonna be, what are you up to these days? And I'm gonna let him talk. I'm gonna try to drag this thing at least 6-7 minutes if I can, at least 4. Thank you, Jacob. I'm gonna try to drag it at least 4 so I can. It's not a short video. So I'm gonna let him talk about what he's up to these days, and I'm gonna ask him what are your hobbies. I know he likes the Saints, and I'm not sure what else. So maybe I'll find out something about him today. Thank you, Jacob. We made it. Yeah. Yeah. So then I'm gonna say, well, you know, we live in Louisiana. What are your favorite foods to eat? And he used to tell me about Pistol Pete, and he played a pickup game in basketball with Pistol Pete when he was younger. And he'd go in the stadium and clean up after the LSU games when he was growing up. So that one will be for my LSU fans out there. I'll let him see if he can't tell us a little story or two. Let him talk. And the very last, well, the first thing I'm gonna do is wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Let me write that at the top so I don't forget. Okay, and then the last thing. Okay. Okay, and then the last question is gonna be, and when I do interviews with anybody, Jacob, the last question I will be asking everyone is, what message would you like to share? Would you like to share with the world? And then, thank you. Make sure he knows I appreciate him doing it. Yeah, Echo, we don't really play around here. We don't really play those silly games and stuff, you know. But to tell you the truth, it's looking, by every passes, it's looking worse and worse as far as me going to the game tomorrow night. Right now, it would just take a miracle. That's what it would take. So I'm not gonna buy tickets. If for some reason somebody invites me, happen, which really could happen up until tomorrow at about 10 o'clock. If somebody would invite me, I probably would go. Yeah, I appreciate that, Jacob. That's the that I'm gonna do when I do interviews. I got some other people. I got a buddy from Romania. Call him the Romanian bulldozer. I'm gonna try to get him to do an interview with me. Let's talk about the differences in United States versus Romania, because he's the only person I've ever met from Romania on YouTube and in real life. And I got another buddy that I would like to interview. Let me think. Oh, he was a boxer. Whew. I'm tired, man. This guy was a boxer, and he competed he actually won some championships. People don't know and don't really understand how they are, what they've done, man. Hold on one second. Let me get another one, Jacob. Another goal. But I don't think people really understand, man. Good morning, Grey Wolf. And that's why I want to do interviews, because everybody has a voice, and positive stories are great to hear. And these are all people that you're going to meet that have been part of my life, you know, and I know that y'all going to be watching, and I appreciate that. Whenever y'all see them, you know, please make them feel welcome. You know, please, and I know y'all will, but please tell them hi and leave a comment, and I'm going to show it to them. These people have meant a lot to me in my life. Like this Godfather of Delivery, man. I gave him that nickname. I'm still at 3 likes, Grey Wolf. I'm gonna get off of here in about 2 minutes. I gotta test something out, and I gotta finish my day off. I'm doing good today. I'm in a good mood. What's up, Nick? I got my questions. I'm ready to roll. I figure we have about a 7-8 minute interview, maybe 10 minutes, and I'm going to tell him if he feels compelled to say something, he's feel free to say it. If he just wants to sit back and answer whenever I ask a question, he's okay to do that. But my biggest thing is, I feel like that I want to give is there a message you want to share with the world? And it could be a simple message of, take it one day at a time, or keep God in your life, or anything like that. You never know what a person's gonna say when you put them in there. But I will rehearse it with him. I'm not just gonna throw these questions at him. I want him to think a little bit, and it doesn't have to be perfect. That's about these interviews. I make a ton of videos, and they don't have to be perfect. If you can get the point out, that's what matters. With a Roll Tide. Ouch, Gray Wolf. Alright, it's 10:27. Okay, I gotta go back, so I'm gonna talk with y'all after a while. If I don't see y'all be on the lookout for that video. I'm gonna try to, hopefully I can get my buddy to do it for me. But y'all have a great afternoon. I'm going handle my business, and I'll see y'all after a while. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and go Tide.